Ladies and gentlemen, the Rumble has happened. If you have not watched our Season 3 Royal Rumble special, you got a few seconds to watch it because we're going to be talking about, we're going to be spoiling it, unfortunately. But the fortunate thing is, I got Cheek here.
You have Cheek here.
And I've got Rumble Winner Canada here.
Yes, sir. 3 years in a row, baby.
Four Nations winner.
Yeah, Four Nations winner, Royal Rumble winner. Canada's just on top right now. First place.
We got to take down the deep north.
Take down those damn geese.
And it starts with some Cheek booking.
It starts with some Cheek booking. And speaking of Cheek booking, we have cheap booking, which is all promos cost 75% less. So we are going to go on a promo spree, just like we always do. I actually never realized they kept track of your previous ones. That's cool. Anyways, the show must go on. So if we have one cage match, we can know a guy. So I really got to ponder if the potential of adding another body to the Mania roster.
You could be knowing a lot of guys.
But I don't know if I know a lot of money. So that's the thing. So I probably won't press the issue. A cage match is awesome as hell. That's still fine. But I just don't know if the card I really care about. So...
And you wiped all your feuds, so it's not like you can even end a feud.
Yes, absolutely. Just wiped them clean. So we're going to get things started because the Rumble is over now and Mania is coming down the tracks. And so that means, just like you said, we wiped all of our rivalries. So we got to go. We got to make sure stuff is popping. Big things poppy.
Little things stoppy.
And so that means, let me see here. I jotted some notes down of some rivalries and things I want to happen. So I just got to make sure that we are set up for absolute success. And
Like it.
but there is one thing though.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of monies,
Monies.
we are going to release female champion Indy Hartwell because she just doesn't fit in the plans these last few weeks. There's no great. I have a much better storytelling capabilities with Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey, and the wonderful Clubberella. And we need that belt loose to be able to tell that story. So we don't get a lot of money back, but 27.5 is a nice chunk of change. So we'll see you later. The rivalry is, or the roster rather, is thinning out beautifully as we come down the stretch. So, all right. Let's see here. Crew ensures superstars have everything they need. Ooh. 200,000 unlocks special guest referee.
Do love that match type.
Respect it.
I think we're going to do it, so there we go. That drains the whole wad. And the only cash I have left is basically what I just released from from Indy Hartwell. So we're going to get the title on for the ladies, because they are the face of our women's stable now, because they are the only people left. I think I got Zoe Stark left, and that might be about it. No, she's not even on.
You skedaddled her at Survivor Series.
We did skedaddle, do a little skedaddle. And then I think there's some things going on in the household of brotherly love.
Oh no.
So we're just gonna see, and then let's see. I'm thinking. We gotta have one of the first run-throughs of Macho Nacho. Oh man. Okay. Talk to me, Daddy. Let's see.
Hey, Cheek.
No.
Oh, my bad, misunderstood.
Man, this is nuts. Okay. Let's do. Because the men's tag team is Stone Cold and Taker. WWE, Daddy.
Near Rumble winner, Boss Man, U.S. champ.
Oh, you're so close.
Dude, these are my two men's champions right now. So let's do this. I gotta be careful here. Because I gotta land this plane the way I want it landed.
Oh no, not like that plane in Toronto.
Yeah, I was gonna say planes be struggling to land recently.
Yeah.
Reach.
Cheek and I were on a flight together once that almost crashed. Not even joking. Afterwards, we were on a little shuttle thing out to the parking lot. The guy on our flight said he bought the Wi-Fi just so he could tweet shaky flight in case it went down. We didn't realize how bad it was until there was like people started praying and old couples like holding hands across. We kind of looked at each other like, oh, this is like serious. We were just shooting the breeze the whole time.
That's so fucking funny. You don't know how bad the turbulence
Oh,
is.
we
so
had,
just like,
yeah, it was like my like second or third time flying. I'm like, dang, this turbulence is kind of crazy. Little did I know we're probably on an episode of Mayday Air Disaster.
Shout out that show. Still on.
It's so good. I randomly, I wait until like I had my work trip. Anytime like after a trip, I end up watching that for like 2 weeks, but I don't watch it before because that's sketchy.
That's true. That's terrifying.
Special guest. No, I'm just kidding. Broskies.
Just kidding.
Oh, got me so good.
So good. I came so good.
Again.
Okay. Now, with our cheap money, look at that, $750.
That
dude.
is insane. Like, that's pretty clutch.
I needed that.
I want that shake up.
Yeah, we're gonna have Stone Cold call out The Rock, or other way around. Oh man. Just to really drive it home. Look at the little dice in the top right corner of that. Yeah.
Yep.
Shake up, baby.
Beep beep.
Who's just a stud on the mic? Oh my gosh, this whole
I was
roster
gonna say most of your roster.
juiced up, man.
Dragon Lee's 5 on the mic. That's kind of insane.
We're gonna get. No, he was 2.
Oh, he's a 2. Okay.
Everybody else around him is 5, and then Uncle Howdy's just 3. That's pretty good for Uncle Howdy, though.
Yeah.
If we're being
He just grunts into the mic.
How's that sounding?
Yeah, is he just like Cleverella's older brother?
No, I didn't say he was caveman.
I think at this point I need some monies, so we're gonna have Cactus Jack be our advertising. Bang bang.
Bang bang.
And that costs us. Well, it already cost us 0, but
How much? Oh, a charity promo would be like 5,000. I don't know.
3,000.
that
I need that shake up.
5,000. That's that peasant money. 5,000.
I thought they were 10 usually. So.
Okay. And then obviously, for the sake of sakes, I'm gonna have to make one of them go face at some point if this rivalry gets birthed. So, I think, and this is for the U.S. men's title. This is for Big Boss Man strap, not for the RHODES strap, Daddy.
That they were the world title safe for the night.
For tonight. So, okay, I think that's our card. I don't have any money left for any more logistics. Can't really sign anybody. But is there anybody that is resting that can go to the spa that I really would need? Not really. Oh god, I forgot who's in first.
Canada's up like 25,000, but it's pretty close.
It's close.
Andy just won the Rumble.
I'm letting him his heart make the right choice.
Well, now that you're in first, you are, yeah. And then Teddy is in last, if I recall.
Okay. I might use it on him.
I think he's in last, yeah.
Alright, I think I'm good on everything. So look at all those trophies I've earned in my beautiful career. 6 to be exact. Some will say if only I'd earned more fans, but okay. And then Kane, I'll get this one because Kane is not fighting Big Boss Man. He's fighting Big Brother Man.
Yeah.
So there we go. All right, that's our show. Let's continue. Look at that show cost, $1,500. Great, beautiful, love it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Part of the CodyVerse.
0 scouting points to start this week. All right, we've got Apollo Crews contract. Tony's happy. And Stacks, we're going to have to say no to that, I'm guessing. But, all right, so. Hey, boss, I appreciate the title shot. It's good to know I got a boss that can't read fast enough before that message goes away. I wasn't able to take home the gold. Either way, just want to let you know I appreciate that you gave me the opportunity at all. And you impressed me earlier when you looked out for my needs. It's great working with you, boss. And he gave me a little wink and a piece of gum. And then Stax Lorenzo said, hey, boss, it's Stax this time. Don't be getting confused. I've been talking to Mr. Perfect a lot lately. He had this great idea we should team up for a tag match. I think we'd actually make an awesome team. Can I convince you to take a chance on us, book us a tag match the next few weeks? Luckily, Stakes is smiling with teeth. So we're going to say no because we got other stuff. We got to look. Stacks and Tony have a lot to answer for after the Rumble special.
No kidding.
And I don't. Obviously, I could maybe do a throwaway match during a week of this build, but I don't really know what I'd do with it. So we're just going to go ahead and tell him no on the front end. Take a little bit of a hit here, but he's still smiling. So just the teeth are now away. No teeth now.
Bye, teeth.
Apollo Crews, his contract is up this week. He's interested in staying for $53K.
$53,000.
And
he's happy.
We're just going to pay it.
Oh, yeah. You need your Crews, bro.
Okay, here we go. Using at least one specialist in a match increases its quality. Cheek had that one, I think, last month.
That's a good one.
Superstars don't lose popularity while injured. This would be more solid like in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
And cardio focus, all your superstars lose less stamina from matches.
Doesn't matter anymore, I think.
This
because you just gotta limp through these last few shows, but
he's limping though. He's limping.
That's I'm between the first one and last one. The first one gives me
how many specialists do you even have?
I don't necessarily like. I have Tony, AJ has 2, Shamrock is 3, Brett 4. So I mean, I have some, but Brett and Shamrock are fighting each other. So I think I benefit more from just less stamina across the board getting used. To your point, Cheek, obviously, I have to get through less shows, but I think, getting through those healthy is more important than having a couple feuds get a match increase in quality. So I'm gonna take cardio focus here. Hope that saves me. And
let's go.
We get a free contract negotiation.
That's big.
That's from Mr. Perfect, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Triple H wants a tables match for To the Moon card, and we were gonna do a tables match this week, so love that. No open promises. So I need to still do 3 role change promos and a Falls Count Anywhere match before Mania. The role change promos I really need to get done probably by the end of this episode, or worst case, the first show next episode. That way, pending what card I get, it's guaranteed I can do something with it if I get a good one. So taking a look at where we're at. We got a fixed match, a health spa, get schooled. And we are going to have a either slight pivot or we're going to bury a match. Because part of this week was going to be to bring in a couple bodies that would be essentially, they would fight this week but be designated promo cutters long term, but we have no scouting points off of the Shisha. So that won't be a major thing. I've got a backup idea there. It just will rate a little worse. But we're going to go ahead and start throwing some stuff on here. So we're going to go tables, Caden Carter and Katana Chance. I was going to do when I was I looked at the Survivor Series episode, and I was going to do a double turn promo this week before I did this match. But the teams here are some of the only people that I know have good stamina, can't get hurt this week. So it's going to be face versus face all the way around. So it won't grade as well, but tag titles are on the line tonight. The Finanimals are going to get a shot at Apollo Cruz Del Toro. They are. Then this is the match that will get thrown together. Our main event here will be the match where injury is going to be at risk. And it's going to be Eddie Guerrero taking on... Wait. Oh, there he is. Dude, I was like, where'd Mr. Perfect go? I was like panicking there for a second. So Mr. Perfect will be at risk for injury, but he'll be defending. So the world title's vacant because we traded Cactus Jack over to Cheek. More to come with that, but Mr. Perfect's going to put his TV title on the line against Eddie in the main event. So our pivot here is we were going to sign 2 people and have them be kind of not really do anything, but maybe be a promo at some point later on. And instead, what we're going to do, these 2 have Giant Cruiser, but it's going to be face-face. So I think I'm better off just having face versus heel. So Alcy Twez is going to come in not until the end of the season.
Legend.
And Ty Schmidt going to come in not until the end of the season.
Oh my God, it's Ty Schmidt.
They're too low to be designated promo cutters, but we are going to have them come in this week and fight in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Ooh.
That gets me the last one. It gives me a Falls Count Anywhere card that I can then, in theory, save till Mania, or I could use it to guarantee like a really great match on a weekly show in the build, which could also be a huge difference with how close things are right now. So I feel pretty good with this order. Perfect and Eddie have got the pop. Caden Carter, Katana Chance have been around like 3 stars in this feud. But tables match should be good there. This is face-face. So we put the tag titles on the line. So hopefully that helps out a little bit. This will be a nothing burger, but it gets us a card going forward. But then we've got a lot of dominoes, man. We've got a pissed off Razor. He feels screwed and slighted. And he has some things to say to Tony D'Angelo.
Oh, no.
Then we're going to have Brooks Jensen, who is pretty pissed at what he saw at the Rumble. And he needs to talk to Stacks. And then a man who's going to try to explain his actions at the Royal Rumble and hope that the fans understand and support him still after all that. We got Tony D'Angelo on the charity promo.
Ooh.
I did want to check here. So along with, I need to do 3 role changes, which I got 2 of them locked in because either Apollo Cruz Del Toro or the Finanimals are going to be heels. So I would then need to get 1 other role change promo. Again, either in the next episode or like the first week of the next episode. That way there's a little time there. I also wanted to check here with some of my people that are going to be in feuds that are 15 or higher is if I can change any classes to make things better. So Paulo Cruz Del Toro, they are both stuck as cruisers. Batista becomes a fighter. AJ wouldn't become a giant. He becomes a bruiser. So those guys will stay. Tony is already a specialist, but can he become a bruiser? No, because his level is just too short of that.
Ooh,
Can
so
Razor... So Razor can become a bruiser
Ramon.
if Tony gets to level 15 and has the ability to be a fighter or a bruiser. I could maybe make that change at the buzzer, assuming that feud pops. Dom and Ray. Ray becomes a fighter. That doesn't really change anything for those two. We got Dakota Kai, Piper Niven. Dakota's the one at 15. She becomes a specialist, so I'll probably make that change at some point to make that a little better. Katana and Kaiden Carter are both not high enough level-wise, so, okay. I just wanted to check that for me, because I was like, I didn't want to miss out on a perfect class match if all I needed to do was do a style change there. So I think we're good. Because we don't have any promises. The rule changes, I'll probably do 2 next week, and then the third one will probably happen at the top of the next episode. We got our Falls County Warrior taken care of. Do I want to make an upgrade this week?
Upgrade.
I could also buy... I'm going to buy this health spa.
Just in case.
And we're using that bad boy now, because we got Shamrock in the mud. So he'll get 12 stamina on top of the 12 he already gets for sitting out the week. So he gets a 24 increase there once that he goes through contract negotiation. So I got to think about it. So Batista would be signed for the rest of the year. Perfect would ask for an extension leading into Mania. So I think we lock up Batista the rest of the way.
Yeah, you'd burn a week using it on Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
And okay, we're good. In my head I was like, wait, don't I have a second one? But I guess Cruz was referring to the one that I was just obtaining.
Oh, true.
I don't think I have anybody that's close enough to a major upgrade that I would want to use, like buy a get schooled one. Apollo Cruz could get to level 10, but I don't think that's worth the 12K. Same thing with Kaiden Carter, but I think they'll both get there respectively, so a hold there. We'll get it to the moon card for the tables match. That should be able to help us feed something. And yeah, I think we got the order. We send it in, and we hope Mr. Perfect doesn't get hurt, but if he does get hurt, we'll make adjustments.
Boom. Bargain bin special effects. Thanks, Teddy. All right, we knew this was coming up. Yeah, we knew this. The
scroll bar is always so intimidating, though.
I know. Okay, so Alexa Bliss, let's just go for the thank you for the title rematch. She's a little disappointed, but it's on her. I held up my part, and she didn't follow through. So, yeah, that's what you get. Okie dokie. Okay, Grayson Waller. He did amazing at the Rumble, let's say. He eliminated both The Undertaker and who was it? I want to say Macho Man. Can't remember. 2 legends.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, money is very thin on SmackDown, and we will not be renewing the contract.
Dang.
Now. Omos is also up, and again, 300. I'm a little scared. Okay, let's just go for Bronson Reed because he didn't make an impact at the Rumble. We signed him as a little insurance for the Rumble. He got to tag with Shawn Michaels. Didn't win the championships, so unfortunately, we won't be renewing Bronson Reed either. But these are bodies that should be on the line tonight with them leaving SmackDown. Omos, I'm not sure. Let's do, you know what? Let's talk to Omos. See what he wants. He wants 94K. Let's talk. I don't really have a cruiser to match him up with is my biggest problem. He is one half of the tag team champions with Hulk Hogan. And Hulk Hogan, he's kind of got to drop that anyways. And it's only a level 1. I thought it was a level 2 feud with Shawn Michaels. Damn. Okay. I gotta think here.
Ooh, yeah. So if you did something with Booker, it might just replace that.
Yeah,
since it's only level 1.
Booker's at 7 stamina. We are going to unfortunately probably say goodbye to Omos. I think. Let's see how much. Oh, I can't back out now. Yeah, we won't be renewing the contract. Sorry.
Damn.
Unfortunately, it was just the 300K. If I had maybe 400, 500, we'd stick around, maybe go find a cruiserweight for him to feud with.
Did Hogan winning the, like, if Hogan wasn't the Rumble winner, do you think Omos still has a job?
I think so, yeah, honestly.
Wow,
'Cause
Hulk Hogan gets Omos fired. That's crazy.
literally, because his own tag partner fired.
Wow.
Just because I don't really like, I had a plan for Shawn Michaels, Hulk Hogan. If the feud popped, maybe I was going to end it in a cage match, let them both walk, depending on my money situation. But because Hulk Hogan won the Rumble, obviously he's going to be sticking around, and we're just going to extend his contract 2 weeks. First he's heard of it.
And just a quick refresher for people. We give more depth to it at the start of the Royal Rumble episode, but if you missed it or anything or just have forgotten, if Canada books Hogan in a one-on-one world title match in the main event of his WrestleMania, he will be able to make Cheek and I spin the wheel of Draft Destiny on draft night for 2K25, which has the potential to be absolutely deadly for Cheek and I, has the potential to be an absolutely nothing for Cheek and I. It just depends where the wheel lands, and Canada is chasing that chaos.
Exactly. Let's hope John Cena and spoiler alert, Hulk Hogan will be in a one-on-one match for the world title come WrestleMania. I just don't know if it's going to be Booker T or if we can plan something else around it. He only has 7 stamps. A little scared there. Might have to make him drop the belt if we can. If we can't, we're gonna run it. So John Cena wants something. Let's hope it's a shot at the U.S. title because that's open apparently.
Hurricane ran off with your
Oh,
IC
yes,
belt.
Intercontinental, not U.S., yes. The People's Heroes Champion. He wants a world title shot. You son of a bitch.
Could lead to Cena Hogan.
Let's just tell him he's right. Yeah, we only got 4 weeks left anyways, 5 weeks left. Let's just tell him he's going to get a shot, make him happy, and if we piss him off later, it's not the end of the world. Okay, here's the biggest question mark. Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, he's up to, what's 112,000? Let's try to lowball him with 78. That's quite the savings. If he says no, we'll have to say goodbye. Because we have enough bodies that we can pivot. So 78. Okay. So interesting. He accepts 78K. And here are my shakeups. High class resolutions. Gain 3,000 fans and gain 15K whenever rivalry is resolved. That's tempting. Very tempting.
Yeah.
Although I'm going to have to run cage matches to end it before Mania, because that would be great before Mania. I would have, like, if that was my one last, my Survivor Series push, I could have ended a bunch of things. Yeah, that would have been great at the end of Survivor Series. So I don't know. I don't think I'll be taking that one. Safety violations. All match types cost 25% less, but superstars use more stamina. Nope. Won't be doing that. Oh yeah, here we go. Generous commissioner. Whenever you complete a commissioner goal, you have a chance at earning a random extra power card. So the chance, I'm pretty sure it's a 50-50 chance.
Either way,
We're going to have to take it.
3 for 5 or 4 for 5 when you had that previously. I think you had that in season 2 for a little bit.
I need the boat, baby. Give me the boat. Although 4 weeks doesn't really help. It does help in the sense that it's pretty much a homecoming card. We'll sign somebody for 1 week and we'll have them for the rest of the season. Or we just use it on Hogan. That would have actually been great to have now. So female tag champs can't fight this week. That's fine. Let's see what else we have to do here. We aren't going to get to the charity promo. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get 7 done in 5 weeks. Or even 3 weeks, I guess, to be able to make use of it. But we do have a bunch of random power cards, the chance. So that maybe makes up for that. We will be getting about face. We have to change at least Hogan or Booker T. And 250K promos on charities are more right there. And I'm going to have to be careful about that one. Last stand manding matches. We won't get that. And we'll just book. Let's Booker T, baby. Okay. My contracts that are ending are Omos. So let's do something like Omos, Grayson Waller. Oh, right. I was like, title match? I could just throw the title on the line to increase the quality, but then they will both be leaving. We can't do a casket match because Teddy hit us with that shit. What an asshole. That would have been great to rock this week. Although we don't have enough money, so maybe he's saving us. Oh, I was like 42,000. What happened to the show already? Okay, it's just because when you look at it, it tells you the show cost. Let's go with an ambulance match. Okay, that'll rate decently high, I think. And in the middle, we got to get some feuds going. Let's try to get Logan and Cena on the go here. Maybe make this one a tables match myself. We need to do a role change, and that will... I don't know if I want to role change Hogan just yet. We do have Michaels till the end of the season. Bronson Reed has to make an appearance tonight. Let's take a look at that first, because he is out of here. Maybe I put him up against... Kurt Angle is going to get hurt, and he's got a thing against Kevin Owens. Maybe I make a little signing. Oh man, this is tougher to book than I thought it was. Damn,
it's crunch time too, which adds so much pressure.
You know what I think I'm gonna rock is
The Rock.
The Rock. I gotta go check my power cards real quick. I do not. I'm really looking for a fixed match card, or else I'm in big trouble. Big trouble. Hell Spa, we could throw it on Booker T just to get him back. I think I will. No sense in saving it, really. So we'll get Booker from 7 to 25 with a Hell Spa 3. I could throw another one on him, but I think I'll hold it. Anybody worth using this on the Get Schooled 3? Chad Gable would likely go up. Alexa Bliss, the advertising code, it would likely go up. I feel like I should be using this now. I just don't.
You'd have to actually look closer, but you'd be close to Hogan because that's 30 XP.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like Hogan get to
or Logan
legendary
Paul would
status,
get there.
Logan
I think.
Paul. I'm gonna hold on to it just for now. Network special. We gotta remember to use this before week 24, or else it's useless. This show's not bad. Maybe I use it now. Or do I use it on a show that's going to need a little bit of a boosty boy? Let's try to book a triple threat here. Oof. It's going to be tough. I don't think I'm going to get it done. We're going to have to, for sure, sign Jackson Smooth.
Ugh.
That's my promo cutter, baby. Dante Roberts. That's kind of my only other option if I want somebody to go up against Bronson Reed.
Sir, yes, sir.
So we'll do that. Oops. Yeah, Dante Robert, Bronson Reed. We'll do this one. Maybe in a backstage brawl.
These bookings determine the outcome of the entire 2K24 video game.
They really do. There's no lie detected there.
No pressure, though.
No pressure. No pressure.
Cody's hoping you slip. He's got those banana peels out.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
he
spread
does.
them all over the place.
All right, I'm also kind of thinking of swapping Chad Gable and maybe putting him in a feud with JBL.
Ooh,
Shoosh.
I like that.
And then I think Kurt Angle might need a little popularity boost.
Hold on. Did you say Hurt Angle because he has low stamina? Or did I just hear that in my brain?
I think you heard it wrong, but I'm gonna.
Oh, okay.
pretend that I
That's
heard
my
it.
bad. I was like, hold on. That's funny. I got to acknowledge that. I'm like, he might not have even said it.
Hell yeah, dude. Okay. 76.7 popularity. I think it's gonna rate better than a 24.56 falls count anywhere. We're just throwing the falls count anywhere to make it a little better. Tables match to make this one a little better too, although I don't think it'll rate poorly. And then of course the ambulance match for the IC title. We're back. Hurricane flew off of the Heroes Champion. We're back to the IC title, baby. The IC title is on the line in the main event. Although it's just going to be vacated again immediately. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, okay. I think I'm good. I think I'm ready to rock. Let me take one last look. We're going to try to build this one up and hope a fixed match card comes up eventually. Here we go, locking this one at 75. I'm not missing anything. Stadium Gorilla Crew, because we got hit with nothing. Or no, it's just basic special effects is what we're dealing with this week.
Ooh, buddy. All right. Rowdy, Ronda Rousey, Rhea Ripley, Clubberella. They all get started. And, of course, we cannot forget Becky Lynch. In the freshly stripped title match for the ladies, Indy Hartwell says goodbye-bye to her title belt. So a new queen will be crowned. Who comes out on top? We can only hope that it is the lovely Clubberella. Please!
Oh.
Damn!
No.
Ooh, double pop.
Rhea Ripley and then Rousey, Clubberella. All right, we got some things cooking, and Mommy wins the strap.
Mommy.
Please, let's go, dude.
Nice.
I knew The Rock wouldn't be like that bum Batista. He knows exactly what to do on the mic, and he calls out Stone Cold. He's trying to just renew that legendary rivalry. We even had it on 2K23. If you go back and look, I believe I had Stone Cold and Austin at Mania there. So it looks to be shaping up like history will repeat itself.
Hell yeah, dude.
Big Dong, Undertaker, and Kane. Who comes out on top of the Battle of the Brothers? Some of you might have wanted this to be a tag team duo. We elect to go the solo route. Does a rivalry pop here tonight? Kane!
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh, it's gotta be Kane.
Oh my gosh. Kane just gets so oh, that match being 1 star hurts my soul.
That does. It should be way better.
Big Dong goes down. Kane says it should have been you in that fire, you son of a bitch. And Kane dominates The Undertaker in a very underwhelming match. And then the Texas Rattlesnake comes out and says, look at this little jabroni. The rivalry grows to level 2. Both are superstars on the mic. And just like that, in 1 week of booking, I have a rivalry halfway home. It is a beautiful thing to see Stone Cold, The Rock, coming back to Mania. And then the famed Macho versus Nacho. It is happening. Wow. It is a thing. Can we get the rivalry to grow?
I mean, Triton gave up his Rumble spot to focus on this.
Triton's been training on this. Look at his stamina. His stamina is as high as it's ever been. Stamina is not common to be 100 for a man that size. No. Even Macho Man's stammed up, dude. And he said it doesn't matter how much stamina you got, because you'll never be able to go 60 minutes with the champ. Level 3. The rivalry grows. Surely we can get that thing to level 4 by Mania, boys. Let's go, dude.
Yeah.
That bang.
And then Advertising King, 15 bandos, 15 large for our new welcomed member, Cactus Ajeka. And then he hurries up and changes outfits and gets into his Dude Love gear, stares in the mirror, and he also sees Mankind just looking back at him. And then Dusty Rhodes walked in and says, "What's going on, Daddy? I'm very confused. Who I'm seeing the same guy, but I'm seeing 2 of them. And I just saw Cactus Jack make the brand a lot of money, so now I really don't know what's going on in my head. But only thing I do know is I'm gonna be dropping some bionic elbows on Big Boss Man's big ass and take his strap while doing it." And so this title match, it's here for the U.S. men's. Big Boss Man puts his strap on the line against Dusty Rhodes and 2 of the same person.
Oh Oh, God.
Mankind. Oh, Big Boss Man out for 2 weeks and loses his strap. What a catastrophic L of a night for Big Boss Man. Mankind and Dude Love grow their feud to a luscious level 3. So WCW is starting to get some good things going on the feud side. Didn't quite work out for Kane and Undertaker, so I'm going to have to scramble to get that going. But we got some things cooking, and that's all we can ask for in week 1 leading up to Mania.
And now we head to a cook that I hope stays out of the kitchen because it's AI Raw. But they do have a signing I'm excited about. So we'll give credit where credit's due on that. But they're going to kick things off. Julius Creed, the world champion, one half of the Creed brothers, and, of course, member of J&J Security. It's going to be totally fine, Canada. He's got this. No issues here as he fights Shinsuke Nakamura. Very, very strong, very healthy, very not injured. Ah, damn. Okay, he's out for 2 weeks. And Nakamura takes advantage and gets the win. Vicky McLeod comes out and tries to cut a promo, hyping herself up, but because of the camo, nobody can see her. People get confused, and 2 people leave because they get scared thinking a ghost is talking to them. So she loses 2 fans. And then Iran #1, America Tui. The Iron Sheik has arrived in CodyVerse over on AI Raw, and he's taking on Chosen. And Iron Sheik gets the win. No surprise there. The camel clutch gets a submission in a 2-star match. Charlotte Flair calls out Lita, saying we've got one final chapter to prove ourselves as the pristine women's division, and Lita is ready for it. She's locked in. She's ready to go. Their rivalry goes up to level 4. Luke Gallows, former world champion, now fighting Finn Balor, an old Bullet Club buddy, if you will. And tonight it's 2.5 stars, but no rivalry there. Lita, with charity promo, continues to push how excited her and Charlotte are to steal the show at WrestleMania, and 7,500 fans get behind that cause. And then the Honky Tonk Man is back teaming with Karrion Kross against Tommaso Ciampa and Josh Briggs. Can the challengers upset the champs? They cannot. And one half of the champs, Josh Briggs, gets hurt for 2 weeks. So, I mean, Teddy was already struggling, but now a little more so. And then we head over to ECW. And the show starts with Razor Ramon screaming, but I don't know how to scream in a voice like this, Chico. But pretend that is screaming. He is looking all over the place for Ted DiBiase, but he can't find him. He has no idea where he's at. At Survivor Series, before Survivor Series, Razor made it clear, if I lose the gold around my waist, which threatens the gold around my neck, I will bring ECW down. At Survivor Series, his match with Cactus Jack, Ted DiBiase announced that if anybody got involved, if there was any interference, that person would be fired. Cactus Jack ended up winning, and then Razor did not get a favorable number in the Royal Rumble either. He feels slighted. He feels frustrated. And apparently he's got a target for that frustration. Since no one can find Ted DiBiase, Katana Chance and Kaiden Carter decide, you know what? We didn't get a fight at the pay-per-view. We were told we haven't provided enough quality to fight on pay-per-view. So they decide, inmates run the asylum tonight. We're going to have ourselves a tables match. So it kicks off the show. Kaiden Carter, Katana Chance. Katana puts Kaiden Carter through the table, sets her up, hits at 450. And again, I said it's been around 2.5, 3 stars. This one's 2.5. But the rivalry is level 4 for those ladies, so we can kind of rest them up. We can move them around with Piper Niven and Dakota Kai. But this rivalry is now officially ready for Mania. And then Tony D'Angelo comes out to the ring. And he says, look, I know there's a lot of frustration with me. At the Royal Rumble, myself and Styx was out there at the same time. And the bloodthirsty fans, I understand why you wanted it. You wanted to see me and Sticks go to blows. But we saw an opportunity. Not because we wanted to help each other, but we knew each other well enough that we could help ourselves. I saw the chance for the glorious lights of WrestleMania. I saw a chance to walk out of the final WrestleMania the same way I walked out of season 2 WrestleMania as a champion. But the crowd just they weren't really buying it. Some people said, "Okay, I can get behind that," but there was some doubt in Tony D'Angelo. There was some questioning of Tony D'Angelo, and as he leaves the ring and starts walking backstage, he walks by Brooks Jensen. And Brooks stops him and says, "Boss, what was that? That wasn't you out there. Why did you do that? Why did you work with Sticks after everything he did to you? After everything he did to me?" And Tony, a little aggressive, compared to his normal tone with Brooks, who he tends to, be a little more delicate with. He says, "Look, I already explained myself in the ring. I'm not saying it again, okay? Just you focus on you. I'ma focus on me, man. WrestleMania's there. You and I deserve the world. But just please, just be careful, okay?" Then we see Batista and AJ Styles in the locker room. There's still no sign of Ted DiBiase anywhere. And Batista is just laughing at AJ. And AJ's getting pissed, man. He's like, "Quit making fun of me." And Batista's like, you came into the Rumble, dude, and you got thrown out like 12 seconds later. Oh, man. And they say they wanted us to team up. And so they're kind of arguing. All of a sudden, the tag champs Apollo, Cruz del Toro walk in with their championship belts. And they start to make fun of the Finanimals a little bit. They make fun of their name. They make fun of the fact that, they came over night one and couldn't get anything done. And AJ starts to get defensive. And Batista kind of puts his hand out and says, "Well, gentlemen, I don't even think you guys were in the Royal Rumble. So don't question our ability when you guys weren't even worthy." And Apollo Cruz del Toro, they explained that no, we requested not to be in it because we're locked into this tag team division. We want to face real teams. We want to face real competition. And Batista and AJ, they realize, you know what? We do want to team up. We do. We don't like the cut of the jib. We don't like the tone of which these guys met us with. So they start brawling backstage. And again, inmates run the asylum tonight, so they make their way to the ring, and the tag titles are on the line. Finanimals versus Apollo Cruz del Toro, and the Finanimals win the tag titles their first night together. No rivalry pops, so we'll have to put some work in there. But we do have new champions, Batista and AJ Styles. As the match comes to a close, look, Batista put Cruz del Toro in the Batista bite. And, I mean, you're not getting out of that. He had to tap, and AJ said, "You know what? I really respect that move. That's a real nice move." And they shake hands and appear to be officially on the same page. Brooks Jensen comes out to the ring and says, "Hey, I don't know what the hell's going on, eh? Sticks, I think you're up to something. But I don't know what it is, but I'm going to figure it out. Because the Tony D'Angelo that I saw at the Royal Rumble, man, there wasn't the Tony D'Angelo that I know. And even tonight, you could tell the members of New Necklace Gang out in that audience, they started to question him too. You did something to my man Tony, and you need to answer for your sins, Sticks. So I don't care how it is. I'm going to find you. You ain't here, apparently. So I'm going to search for you. I'm going to find you, and I'm going to punish you for whatever the hell happened at the Royal Rumble, for whatever you're trying to do to the Don Tony D'Angelo. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable." And their rivalry goes up to level 2. And speaking of inmates running the asylum, literally, I'll see Taz is back, man. Season 1, this dude was signed for one goal, and that was to lose all the time because I had a GM interference challenge, and so I just literally just made Alcy Twaz lose every week. Now this week he's got this crazy opportunity against a wizard in Ty Schmidt to change his landscape. Can Alcy Twaz win a match? The falls are counting anywhere in this one, because Ty Schmidt was trying to just walk out to his car. He actually he wasn't even in the arena. He was just at some Wendy's, like a block down the road. And all of a sudden, this guy who escaped from prison started fighting him, and a referee showed up, because why the hell not? Oh my God, he did it.
Oh my God.
We expect this match to be terrible, so the rating doesn't phase me there. We get our false count anywhere card, and Alcy Twaz, in what may be his final appearance in WWE 2K24, finally wins a match for the first time. Congratulations, buddy.
Dude. He did it.
Now, for this, we're going to take some creative liberty and say that this promo happens after the main event. So, you see it there. Razor Ramon calls out Tony D'Angelo. But before that, I just got to remember to not accidentally advance my show. We'll see if I remember that. But before that, it's a television title on the line. At the Royal Rumble, Eddie Guerrero was one of the many victims of Batista. Mr. Perfect came out early, had a decent little run. He might have been the other one eliminated by Grayson Waller, now that I think about it. Because I remember him and Undertaker kind of fighting, and then I know Grayson Waller eliminated Undertaker. So that might have been the second man that got cleared out by Grayson Waller. But Mr. Perfect, our television champion, Eddie has said he needs to find a way to get gold again. He needs to find a way to get his path to WrestleMania. So he called out Mr. Perfect backstage. Mr. Perfect shrugged and said, yeah, let's do it. Screw it. I'm in. I'm all in for this. So it's Mr. Perfect versus Eddie Guerrero for the television title. And Eddie got an Edo. Wins the match, 3.5 stars, and starts a rivalry. So this one, I had a plan for Eddie if a rivalry started, and a plan for Eddie if a rivalry didn't start. So I'm not upset about Eddie Guerrero and Mr. Perfect on the road to WrestleMania. 3.5 stars. But after this match, it looks like the show is about to go off the air, when all of a sudden Razor Ramon comes out to the ring, Chico. And Razor calls out Tony D'Angelo. Tony D'Angelo comes to the ring, and Razor points for him to stand in the corner. And Tony obliges and stands in the corner. And Razor says, Tony, the bad man's got an issue to pick with the necklace man, Chico. Because you see, there was a simple goal in the CodyVerse that Ted DiBiase was too stupid to execute. So now, Razor Ramon is gonna have to reveal the truth. And all of a sudden, he signals for Tony D'Angelo to drop to the ground. And Tony stares at him. And all of a sudden, Stax Lorenzo comes out from the back. Stax slides in the ring, and the crowd goes to a fever pitch because they realize now, oh my God, new necklace game. They're uniting. They're back. The Rumble was planned. They figured out their differences. But Stax forces Tony to the mat. And he says, what do you want me to do, boss? But he's not talking to Tony. He's talking to Razor. And Razor continues. And he says, in any organization, the Don is a critical position, Chico. But there's only one position in the family that's more important than the Don. And he takes out his toothpick, flicks it into the crowd, cracks his neck, and then he goes, in that position is the Godfather.
Ooh.
Because you see, that's right, the bad man, Razor Ramon, has been the Godfather for this family the entire time. No Necklace Gang was the creation of Razor Ramon. There's never been necklaces that shine brighter and newer than mine. You see, any good criminal organization, any good gang, any good affiliation, you gotta have a business model. And you know, I decided a long time ago that I was gonna set up my family, and I was gonna set up families for generations and generations. But I decided I didn't want to build a drug network. It was way too risky. I didn't want to set up a gambling network because you know what? You schmucks ain't gonna pay me the money that you should. But then I saw this thing called professional wrestling. I saw this thing called the CodyVerse. And I saw a lot of potential in the CodyVerse. So I thought, you know what? What if I pull the strings and I run a brand in MyGM? Well, all the viewers in the world line my pockets to watch our shows every single week. But a good Godfather knows to never put his neck out too far, because that's a good way to get yourself whacked. So I hired a man named Ted DiBiase. You wonder where Ted is tonight, eh? You wonder where Ted is tonight? And he points towards his Titantron. And we see just kind of like it's almost like a boiler room type of look. Ted DiBiase is tied to a chair trying to get out. But he can't. He's all by himself. And Razor says, that's what I warned you about, Ted. You see, the goal was easy. All this man had to do was draft Tony D'Angelo and draft Channing Stacks Lorenzo. That's it. And he failed to do that in season 2. He let Stacks go over to WCW. The family got split. It was hard to run this organization when I did not have my workers. So I said, Tony, I'm going to make you the Don of New Necklace Gang. Your goal is to get Stacks back, make money for Razor Ramon, and push us to the mountaintops. And Ted DiBiase thought he was funny. Thought he could force my man Tony D'Angelo to fight with some punk named Brooks Jensen. And what the hell happened? It made a joke. It made a mockery of a serious organization, the New Necklace Gang. It made me sick. I told Tony, I told you so many times you gotta ditch that loser. And you said I will. I can't handle him either. But I gotta wait for the right moment. And then Stacks comes over. And it looks like things are healing. But Stacks reports to me that you're kind of supporting this inbred. You're kind of supporting this idiot, Brooks Jensen. And that's unacceptable. So I decided that I was coming back. The only way to properly run this organization was if I came to ECW myself. And you was gone. But Ted DiBiase decided that you was the only man that could step up to me. That's embarrassing. So I'm going to make this loud and clear for you, Tony. I made you the Don so that when I could step down, when the Godfather, Razor Ramon, breathes his last breath, that I could give all of this to you. And you want to define me. I made Stacks fall in line at Survivor Series. He came to the stage. He dropped to his knees and sacrificed himself for the gang. Tonight, I ask you to do the same thing. And before Tony could do anything, Brooks Jensen runs out from the back, wanting to defend Tony. Razor pushes him down. Stacks grabs hold of Brooks and holds him in place while Tony stands up frozen. And Brooks is just screaming at Tony, tears in his eyes. He doesn't want it to be true. He doesn't believe that it's true. He doesn't believe that Tony D'Angelo is working for Razor Ramon, that it was all a lie, that none of it ever meant anything. He doesn't believe that. But Tony won't look at Brooks. He won't even make eye contact. And Razor says, hey, Tony, you know what? Rather than me sacrifice you, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to have you sacrifice Brooks Jensen. You want the Godfather position? You want to prove yourself to New Necklace Gang? You take out the man that's held us down since the day he arrived. And Stacks lets go of Brooks, and Brooks stays seated. And you can hear Brooks scream, Tony, Tony, it's okay. It's okay, Tony. You do what you got to do. And he closes his eyes as Stacks takes out the knuckle dusters, hands them, puts them on the hand of Tony D'Angelo. And Razor screaming at Tony, do it, do it. Tony hesitates, and Razor puts his forehead into the side of Tony's temple and says, do it, take him out. And Tony continues to hesitate. So Stacks, finally annoyed, takes the brass knuckles off of Tony D'Angelo. He's going to handle it himself. Razor says go for it. And when he goes to swing on Brooks Jensen, Tony grabs the hand of Stacks Lorenzo. The crowd goes absolutely crazy. And as Tony gets ready to fight Stacks, it's a low blow from Razor. Tony drops down from the kick to the loins, drops down to his knees. Razor takes the knuckle dusters away from Stacks, knocks out Tony himself, and leads into Brooks and says, you said sack of trash, you're not even worth our time. Tony's days are numbered, and your days, they never started. This is my brand. This is my company. No Necklace Gang reigns supreme.
I don't even know what to do. Do I just simulate my whole show? Do I just press triangle and simulate my whole thing after that? How do I follow that?
Tough to follow. That's rough.
That's crazy. Here we go. Smackdown. I'm going to try it anyways. Hulk Hogan comes down to the ring. And I was going to ask because Cody does the best impressions, but he just cut like a 12-minute promo. So I don't know if he's going to help me out here. But
now let me tell you something, Canada. Luckily, being an Italian dude isn't as straining as being Hulk Hogan, man. So I can't cut a long Hulk Hogan promo the way I took up way too much time in the video, brother, being Italian dude. I can't say this, man. Hulk Hogan won the Royal Rumble, and I don't care who the world champion is, brother. I don't care if it's Booker T, dude. I don't care if it's Shawn Michaels. I don't care if it's Julius fucking Caesar, man, rising from the dead. I'll take him out too, Jack.
It's perfect. That's exactly what I was going to say. Cool. But Shawn Michaels has a problem with that. He says, that is my world championship. I was supposed to win the Rumble, but I don't have the politics like Hulk Hogan has. I don't draft late numbers like Hulk Hogan does. And Hulk Hogan says, you got a problem with that, brother? That's my best. That's my best shot.
I respect that, yeah.
Thank you. And Shawn Michaels says, I do have a problem with that. We're going one-on-one tonight, and I will see you right now because this match is starting. The ref runs down to the ring, and Shawn Michaels absolutely kicks the head off Hulk Hogan and stands over his body and says, I also want to see you at WrestleMania. And I'll make sure that happens one way or another.
Hell yeah.
And out comes
Boo.
Jackson Smooth, and he says, "What's going on, Daddy? Listen, last time I said, don't follow the Smooth verse, but guess what? I'm back, and just because season 3 is coming to an end, that probably means that the CodyVerse is going to be lacking some content.
Whoa,
so if you
no.
but you can head over to the Smooth verse. I thought it was the perfect time to sell promos since season 3 is coming to an end." And the whole crowd,
Boo. CodyVerse produces so much good content. It's going to continue in 2K25. Boo.
Exactly. That crowd member, he knew exactly what was up, and we aren't slowing down at all. And Jackson Smooth is absolutely wrong, going from heel to face, back to heel. And this one, Falls Count Anywhere. Dante Roberts comes out to the ring and says, I'm on Community Creations. I know I'm on Community Creations. So why wasn't I signed as the insurance policy to be in the Royal Rumble? I would have been Grayson Waller 3.0. I would have been eliminated at least 3 times the amount of people Grayson Waller eliminated. And Bronson Reed comes down to the ring. He's pissed. And he says, that Royal Rumble spot, you want to take it from me? And Dante Roberts says, no, I didn't say that. I said I wanted it from Grayson Waller. And Bronson Reed says, well, I was also in the Rumble, and I feel pissed off that I didn't win. And he absolutely just immediately annihilates Dante Roberts, not even in the ring, backstage, apparently, because Falls, they do be counting anywhere. And a ref stops by, and he's just walking by, and he says, oh, you guys are fighting? And Bronson Reed looks over and says, yeah, come here. I'm going to need a pin real quick, because I'm definitely winning this one. No questions asked. And Bronson Reed pins Dante Roberts and walks immediately, just leaves the arena, walks out, probably never to be seen again. And Chad Gable, he's walking in the back. He's kind of he's annoyed, you know. He didn't win the Rumble. He thought he had a great shot. He was told when you get traded to SmackDown, you win the Royal Rumble. And so he's like, it's either me or Grayson Waller, right? Like, we got this. And as he's walking, he's kind of talking to himself, looking down, and he bumps into JBL. And JBL's like, what the hell are you doing? I didn't even get a shot in the Rumble for some reason. I need to talk to Xavier Woods. And Chad Gable just goes, shoosh, I'm thinking here. And that kind of slights the wrestling god. We'll have to check in on how that unfolds. But this one is unfolding. Logan Paul comes out to the ring, and he's got all the stoppings. He's got a table set up, and he's got poppins. He's got Flogurts. He has got lunch leaves with mold, allegedly. And he says, listen, I know I'm not getting a shot. I lost to the Hurricane fair and square. He flew off with the title. I couldn't get it done in the world title picture either. I don't know what's going on, but all I need you guys to know is we got a lineup of products that are so delicious and have no problems, no controversies whatsoever. And you are going to love them all. And you're going to buy every single one of them right now. And I'm going to Oh no, it's John Cena. Has he come to save the CodyVerse from all this product placement and advertising? Because the last time is now, and he doesn't want to see another ad in the last 4 weeks. He's tired of them, and he wants ad-free programming. And he picks up Logan Paul. I forgot this was a match. It's not a promo. He picks up Logan Paul, and he puts him through the table. And it was a tables match, so we didn't even need a ref anyways. And this one ends. Logan Paul covered in mold, allegedly, covered in poppins, covered in Flogurt yogurt, baby. Kurt Angle sitting in the back. He's on a chair, and a camera is on him, and he says, listen, I know I'm probably not going to get a shot at the world title again. I lost it fair and square to Booker T, and I didn't win the Rumble. So, and Hogan did, and we all know I can't blame Xavier Woods. I would have demanded to be in the title picture had either ECW or WCW won the Rumble. But here we are. I throw up my hands and I say I get it. I understand. But you know what I don't understand is how a Canadian thinks he is still going to run this show with only 4 weeks left. So Kevin Owens, I'm talking to you, baby. Because at WrestleMania, I want to see you there. I want to see you take on an American hero. Because as someone said on the Survivor Series video, James Pillow, he said, I'm not Uncle Sam. I'm Uncle Slam, baby. And here I come for your Canadian ass. So at WrestleMania, why don't we talk about the 51st state? I'll see you next week, Kevin Owens.
That's kind of like the Four Nations tiebreaker, I feel like.
Could be. That's a very good point. That is a very good point. That is the rubber match Cheek has been waiting
we
for.
We never got the rubber match. It's bullcrap. No. Canada just beat us one time, and they're the champs now.
We need the rubber. Here it is. It's the rubber match coming up, baby. But in the main event, the Intercontinental title is back on the line. Grayson Waller demanded a shot. He said, did you see me at the Rumble? I eliminated Undertaker and I eliminated Mr. Perfect. I went back and checked the tapes. It was Mr. Perfect. I eliminated him. And you know what? I'm going to do the same to Omos. Only I'm going to eliminate him right into the back of an ambulance. And you will never see Omos again. And Omos says, no, I'm going to toss you into the back of the ambulance, never to be seen again. But I'm also going to drive the ambulance, holding the Intercontinental title out the window. And I'm taking this one with me wherever I go. We'll see you when I see you. Omos is gone.
All right. Solid week coming. That's probably the best we've ever done coming off a pay-per-view. I feel like off pay-per-view, we usually are fighting for our lives with injuries.
It's tough.
So I'm proud of us there. On ECW, we kick it off 2.5 stars. Katana Chance puts Kaiden Carter through a table their rivalry up to level 4. The Fananimals, 2.5 stars, win the tag titles from Apollo Cruz Del Toro. 2.5 stars there. Alci Tuez gets his first ever win, maybe his only ever win, defeating Ty Schmidt after escaping from prison and finding a wizard in the street and kicking his ass. 1 star. And in the main event, 3.5 stars, Eddie Guerrero wins the television title from Mr. Perfect, and they begin a feud. And then on the call side of things, Brooks Jensen and Stax Lorenzo out to level 2. And we now know the godfather of new necklaces. I mean, literally, look at that guy. Look at all those necklaces. It's so many necklaces.
So many.
So many new. The godfather of new necklace gang begins a rivalry with who is the man who is supposed to be the future godfather of New Necklace Gang, Razor and Tony D'Angelo. On Smack Diddly Down, Shawn Michaels makes a loud statement in a 3-star victory over Hulk Hogan. He is determined to face Hogan at Mania one way or another. Bronson Reed, 2 stars over Dante Roberts in the Falls Count Anywhere match as both men skedaddle. John Cena puts Logan Paul through a table, the ultimate babyface because he wants ad-free programming. I don't think there's anything more babyface than that.
True.
And then Omos takes down Grayson Waller. He becomes a double champ for 7.5 seconds. That's how long it takes this 12-foot man to walk from the ring to outside of the arena. 3.5 stars.
He was in the ambulance. He drove it.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, he was like, oh, this is super convenient. Over on the WCW side of things, we get the double pop on the ladies' rivalries. Ronda Rousey and Clubberella begin a feud. Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley begin a feud, and Rhea Ripley, your women's champion, 2.5 stars there. Undertaker and Kane, a 1-star match, but it sounds like there might be more to come for these brothers. And then Macho versus Nacho. Macho Man wins the first in-ring affair between the two. 3 stars, and the rivalry is at level 3. And in the main event, I think that I will make a great United States champion as Mankind wins the U.S. title. He and Dude Love begin a feud. The Big Ball Man begins a feud with Dusty Rhodes, but the Big Boss Man is injured for 2 weeks. On the call side of thing, Rock and Austin, no surprise there. Their promos double pop. One of the best rivalries of all time will renew, and they're already at level 2 there. And then finally, AI Raw, 3 stars. Nakamura defeats Julius Creed, world champion, one half of the Creed Brothers, and of course a member of J&J Security. But Julius Creed also now part of injured reserve. He is out for 2 weeks. The Iron Sheik debuts with a 2-star victory over Chosen. Luke Gallows takes down Finn Balor, 2.5 stars. And then the main event, 3 stars. The tag champs non-title action. Briggs and Ciampa defeat Karrion Kross and the Honky Tonk Man. But Josh Briggs also out 2 weeks. Charlotte and Lita have their rivalry go up to level 4. For WCW, it's a 113 rating score. They're going to grab 22,000 fans, $222,000. On the Raw side of things, they get a 113 as well. They'll get 33,000 fans and $148,000. For ECW, it is a 102 rating score, 12,000 fans, and $232,000. And finally, for SmackDown, a 101 rating score, 7,000 fans, and $140,000. Us putting those matches in the middle definitely just wrecked us.
Let's see how it shakes out.
Cheek, I'll keep saying Cheek with the right run. If Ken and I screw up, he can get in this thing.
Bro. Keep overlooking WCW.
ECW, we get a to the moon card for our commissioner goal. And we get our Falls Count Anywhere. We push this really hard early and in the middle of the season. I let up because my entire roster died because Falls Count Anywhere. It takes a lot of stamina. But now we get to have one at Mania and get a nice boosty boy to it. For Smack Diddly Down, they will get a contract negotiation 2 for their commissioner goal and sold out, aka limited stock, for the role changes.
No chance.
To double the cost of the power cards.
Yeah.
And they complete the spending money on promos to get a double cost.
Nice. But no chance on the extra power card.
Correct. Yeah, it doesn't look like that hit.
No chance for ECW.
All right, so there are the standings after the first week of the official Road to WrestleMania. Canada has a 20,000 fan lead on me. And then I am up 56,000 fans on Cheek. But, I mean, Cheek cut into both of us by, I think it was
coming.
Yeah, he's right in there. So, big opportunity for all of us not named Theodore Long. We head to Long Island, New York this week. And we've got Tony with the contract. Mr. Perfect going to want a rematch. And Kaiden Carter's going to want to fight someone else, which is fine because we've already got them to level 4. So, we'll handle this right away. So Katana Chance has been dominating Kaiden Carter in their feud. I think Kaiden Carter just, she's lost her identity. So she's wanting to do something else. I think we can do that. Easy enough. She's got to snap out of the spiral. Mr. Perfect, not happy about losing his strap. He enacts his rematch clause. I think that's fair, especially with the rivalry pop in there. It won't be this week due to his stamina. But we will make sure that the next time the TV title is on the line, he is in it. If for some reason I didn't do that, we would just not put the title on the line until Mania and not have to worry about it. But he's going to get his shot unless I do something really stupid. And he misses wearing the gold. Tony D'Angelo's contract is up. He will be getting renewed here. It's 18,000. Like, I have good money. So I think we just keep his morale up. Don't pull any risks there.
That could change the whole season there.
It could. Oh yeah. It could go either way. But knowing that he's in this feud with Razor now, the last thing I want to do is have that drop his morale. And then if I do something else, next thing I know, he's holding me up for 100K. So we'll pay the 18. Triple H wants a run in on a champion for sold out. I don't know if I'll do that. So yeah, it's kind of crazy that I haven't accidentally booked a TLC match.
That's insane. Not even one.
Yeah. All right, so we still have our 3 rule changes. 2 of them are planned for this week, but let's go ahead and start diving through here. We've got a boost to Kaiden Carter, and it's going to be basic morale because basic power card does nothing for us this late. Ray and Dom, we have an injury rehab 1, so we'll probably bring back Ray this week. And maybe have him do a call out or just put him in a match. We'll see. Okay, so power card wise, we got injury rehab 2 which might not be bad if I just as like an insurance policy. I also wanted to look. So Batista was giving me the side eye. I don't know if so. Getting the titles made him neutral. So I think I'm gonna hang on to this just in case I piss somebody off. I was gonna use it on Batista this week, but then one of the belts got him to neutral, so I don't feel the need to do that yet. To the moon. So kind of looking here. I think the Finanimals will have enough pop to help the tag feud out. What I think I need is one of these ladies to be kind of a ringer for me. That way I can do, I'm thinking a fatal 4-way match, if all things go as planned at Mania for the ladies. Might hold the tradition of it being a backstage brawl. So I'm going to give this boost to, I think Katana, just because she's got the most stamina, so she's most likely to keep getting booked in matches is kind of my thinking. Or I could just give it to Piper, who's got the higher popularity to start. But I look at that 46 and say, okay, she's in a match this week. She's not in one next week. It could kind of drop down. Katana should be able to be booked pretty consistently. So we're going to give it to Katana, and she'll kind of ring in that feud for us. This is her chance to take over. Injury rehab, we're going to give this to Ray just because he's got more stamina, so I can do something with him this week without the risk. And then what do we got here for this Iron Man match? I don't think I'm literally just trying to think of, I don't want to like spoil my whole Mania card here. So I'm taking a few seconds to brain, because I would love to have another specialty match type deal, but if I don't have a one-on-one match, Iron Man doesn't do anything for me. And there's technically a chance, it's not a guarantee, but there's a chance I don't have a single one-on-one match. So I don't think I'm going to buy this. The other thing I could do, though, is if I buy this, I could book an Iron Man match leading into Mania and give it a boost. I might do that, actually. I am going to do that. We'll give myself a little coverage. If I have a one-on-one feud for Mania that I'm booking one-on-one, we'll make it an Iron Man match and run it. But if I don't, then I can just do this on like a go-home show. Okay, so run in on one of the champions. For that, I'm not overly worried about this. I mean, that's a good card, potentially to mess up someone's ability to buy cards for a week, but I think I'm going to hold. Okay, so we are going to, this week, we're going to have Apollo Cruz del Toro turn heel. The reason I'm doing it this way is because the Finanimals are going to be better on the mic with a 4 and a 4 versus a 2 and a 3. So I know Batista's had a history of not starting feuds on the mic, but I'm going to hope that maybe the mics on ECW are better for his voice somehow. So we'll have these guys turn heel, then the tag team call out to hopefully get that tag feud started. This probably isn't going to be a super high-level feud going into Mania. I don't think I'll have the time to get it there, but do want the tag titles on the line, so I think having this feud rolling is important. This takes care of 2 of the 3 role changes I have left. So what I need to make sure I remember to do is at the first show of the next episode, I need to turn somebody. That way the card I get, there's a chance I get a card that I can't use. So I could also say, except this tag feud isn't going to go good. Ooh, I might have to do that because no. If I do it the first, sorry, I'm talking a mile a minute here. So what I'm thinking is, let me see if I can find one as an example. I don't have any currently. But like the cards you can't use going into a pay-per-view, if I do the last promo on, say, show 23, and I get like bargain bin effects or whatever that Teddy used, I wouldn't be able to use it because you can't use that before a pay-per-view. So I think I actually have to do this role change this week to guarantee that no matter what card I get, I have the ability to use it. So we're actually going to just accept that. I don't know if I have anyone I want to role change or if we'll pick somebody up to role change, because I think everyone else I kind of have where I want. Eddie and Mr. Perfect could have been wild cards there, but with them now in a feud, I don't really see a purpose there. So yeah, we're going to end up grabbing a body for a role change, I think. We'll kind of start to book out and see where that lands. So we're going to go triple threat with the ladies. So Dakota Kai, Piper Niven, then Katana Chance, who's going to get that boost. 3 different fighting styles as well. So that'll help that. Hopefully get that feud going. Looking at staminas. So Brett and Shamrock aren't great, but they can go this week. So I think we have those guys fight. The Fananimals are in an okay spot. Razor needs a week off. Tony needs a week off. Brooks and Stacks can fight, so I think we just have them go here, which leaves me a lot of face action, not a lot of heals here that are available. But I also know I want promo cutters for the home stretch. That way I can ideally have some promos on Mania. So I might go, I'm going to set this first, and I'm going to set it to male. Just because, you know, the women's side, we're all locked in on feuds. Whoops. So I'm doing this first because I got to make sure I'm at something where I'm only spending 5. I think, oh man, Icon would be great because they could do some stuff, potentially even slide into a feud. So I think we do this. We potentially have Rey Mysterio fight somebody. It could replace the Dom feud, which would kind of stink. But I think that's a risk I got to take. Those injuries just potentially hurt that feud. Or I could do something else there, but I think we're going to go ahead and search here for 15 to 19. Ooh, Sami Zayn and Big E both. We got no Yeats. Ooh. We've got The Fiend, who I love. Big E and Sami Zayn, who have, I mean, they've won championships on ECW prior.
Bring him back.
Sami Zayn's been out for a while.
Come on.
So Sami Zayn could become a fighter. I'm thinking about these two. I genuinely love The Fiend, so that's tempting as well. I like Jimmy Uso, but I don't like, he doesn't grab me quite the same here, and these guys all can
Uso.
Yeah. Oh, I'd yeet all over the place.
There you go.
And so so let's see, 99,000 for the end of the season. I could try, are any of these guys like starting with a smile? Probably not. No. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go Big E and The Fiend for the sake of cost consideration. So The Fiend is gonna be the rest of the season. Big E, we're actually gonna do, I'm gonna double check. Because right now, well, I guess it's not that big of a deal because my Mania is going to be free. So having multiple people at the same time isn't the worst thing in the world. But I'm still going to do, so I'm going to have him go for 2 weeks. He'll ask for an extension, but it saves me a little bit at this moment. This will then allow me to go and do... So Ray versus Fiend kind of, you know, gets me the face heal, but I could go face, just put it in the middle. I'm trying to think how I want to go about this, because basically one of these guys is going to turn, and then probably like the other person turns after, is my thinking. I'm not, you know, worried about these guys being in a feud. They're just kind of promo guys that can put on good matches in the meantime while I get other stuff ready. So I could do, actually, I could go like Bray, Batista, make it a triple threat just to get Ray on the card. And then if Ray pops a feud with one of these guys, but I'm hoping that having like multiple people in kind of like decreases those odds. And then we have the role change here of Big E turning heel. That takes care of that. Now we got to get match order here. I think this is our main. This doesn't have a feud, but has a lot of popularity, so I think this will actually be able to open. I'm not doing false handwear because I don't need to anymore. I will do a tables match. These I think can stand alone without the stip right now. Stacks and Brooks hopefully will give me like 3.5. The ladies I'm not sure, but I think that's good. I'm not gonna worry about the run in on one of the champions. So yeah, I think we're good with this. Kind of a little bit of a reset of things. I don't need a no holds bar, but I'm thinking I think we go for this and grab the extra fans. It's going to run us pretty low this week, but I don't think there's a ton I need to spend money on. I also assume, I mean, just because as of right now, Cheek is in the running still, but it's Ken and I 1-2. I assume I'm going to get double cost 1 week, so there's going to be a week in here where I'm not going to want to spend on matches anyway. I mean, logistically.
Planning ahead.
Yeah, no, I am. I mean,
you got to be perfect coming down the stretch, so this is critical for you. If you're gonna climb that mountain and overtake Letdown.
Yeah, no, I feel good. I feel decent.
I think he feels good. I don't feel good.
Hey, that was crazy. I mean, Letdown's booking last week opened the door, so.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Oh no.
Oh, buddy.
He wants 50K. Hi, boss. I think I'm coming down with something. Feel like I have the flu, says Jade Cargo.
Ooh.
She doesn't think it'd be a great idea to come in and work. See, I've never playing a season by myself. I've had this come up once, and I was terrified to make them come in and like get somebody else sick.
That would be like.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, I'm not even just saying that as like competition. I'm just saying that'd be funny as hell as a game mechanic.
That's what I'm saying. I'm nervous for that.
Like they fight someone else, and the flu bug just spreads around the locker room.
That's what I'm saying. So, stay home and take care of yourself. We do not need the flu here on Smackdown for the last 3 weeks. Triple H says, "Hey, I noticed you haven't been making regular use of call promos.
Damn.
It's a useful tool for you as a GM. No shit. I've been cooking. Let me cook, Triple H." Oh no. Okay, so this is 50K. This is gonna be money. Let me see. China. Oh, she has the level 4 feud with Alexa Bliss. She ain't going
you're gonna
nowhere.
have to let that feud go, I guess. Damn.
She's not going anywhere.
China,
83K.
China,
I could extend her the 4 weeks. She's neutral. She probably won't accept a low ball. 83K. Do I want to use it on China? I think I do. Knowing I have to pay Shawn Michaels 50K. That's going to have to happen. He's not going anywhere. So instead of going to grab somebody new like I was thinking of, I think I have enough bodies to get me to Mania. I don't think I need anybody new. So we're going to use it on China.
Let's go.
83K
Oh, wow,
in
she
the
hadn't
pocket.
heard of it.
Didn't heard of it.
I just want one
Let her
person to be like, "Oh, you guys have used this card 73 times. I heard about that."
I've heard of that. Yeah, shit. Yeah, here he is. He says, we need to talk about my value to SmackDown. I feel like I've only gotten better since joining the roster. HBK climbs the universe ranks every day. He wants to be on the same page. Do I appreciate him with $50,000? Yeah, I do.
It's fair.
They say money can't buy everything, but we know here at SmackDown, money rules everything. So giving Shawn Michaels 50K might lead him to a WrestleMania main event / victory.
And we know, it's happened to. It's happened to us a lot where.
My God.
Where you turn down the 50 and they just end up asking for 100 like 2 weeks later. Like you have to fix it quick. That's a magical card to get right now.
And oh my god! And if you're just listening to audio, oh my god! Because my commissioner goal this week is the best offense prevents the effects on the first power card played on you next week, and I'm gonna have to go back and look at how this works because I played this once, and it's not technically you play it, and it's not the next week. It gets used the next week to block you 2 weeks from now. It's a very confusing card.
Yeah. So essentially, if let's say Canada had the card now and used it, he would block the first card someone used against him, but they're using the card in week 23. So he's really blocking a card that would hit him in week 24 if he used it now. In that scenario.
So Alexa Bliss might get hurt, but we got an injury rehab, so I'm okay with that. There's this 1 week, but I think I'll just keep the injury rehab at 3. We got limited stock, double the price of the power cards next week. Do I use that this week? We'll plan. We got a plan for the future, just like Cody is. I actually think I'm going to buy pre-match physio and try to save my injury rehab by giving this to Alexa Bliss this week. There we go. Just so I don't forget. If I throw the title on the line, it's going to make more stamina usage. So I think with a level 3, I'll keep it off. We'll revisit. Okie dokie. Here we go. Stamina-wise, Hulk Hogan and Shawn Michaels is probably happening again. That's going to kick off the show once again. Kevin Owens and Kurt Angle are kind of almost hurt. I might have to rock Jacy Jane, Lyra, and we'll also try to get... I think I'll run Logan John again. It's going to be hard to work this curve, but with JBL only at 40 or 39, Logan and John Cena above 40, they're less likely to get hurt. I'm going to throw that one in. We are going to make use of the call-out promo.
Good thing Triple H told you about those.
No kidding. I don't know what I would have done without Triple H. Although Booker T, well, we got plans for Booker T, I guess, technically. We might actually try the KFC double down just in case one doesn't work.
Every double down could be the last double down of 2K24. Crazy.
Hell yeah, about. Guys! Get your double downs in. I'm looking at. Pay attention to the ladies after this because. I feel like I wish I could search by just ladies because right now we got Jacy Jane. Jacy Jane doesn't have a partner. That's right. We had to get rid of Blair Davenport because she was injured. Okay, that makes sense. We'll deal with the tag titles.
She can team up and become Jacy Jade.
Stop it.
Just a little buzzer beater dad joke. I mean,
no.
I can't. Well, I'm not going to end that right now, but that's going to be in the works to end before Mania because I'm not going to run this at WrestleMania. If I do it now, this is just tough because I need to make sure these two fight each other this week for my commissioner goal. We need that card plus our chance at getting an extra one. This curve is tough. If I put the cage match on, Lyra's potentially going to get hurt anyways. Oof. Do I just want to end this week, get it over with? No, we'll save it. We'll try to get it up to level 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, no. I'm just trying to talk through. Makes more sense to get it up to level 4 first. And
buys you an extra 1,000 fans if you do it.
Exactly. Exactly. Try to get that one to 4.
It's tough right now, man.
I know. I wanted to throw a stipulation to make sure the curve hits because they only got 58, 53 popularity. Logan and Cena got 72 each. Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan basically have 72 each in a level 2 feud. I think that rate's better. I think the level 2 feud with the almost it's only 10 extra popularity. I'm gonna rock it just for the tribal knowledge. I guess technically we'll see. Oh no! Plus their ranking, their ring XP. No, I feel confident. Never mind. I'm good.
And part of the reason too we're feeling this pressure is remember the order that us 3 finish is basically our draft order for picking brands and GMs in 2K25. So the final season, obviously, you want to win and get those bragging rights, but it allows you, whoever's first gets to look at all the brands, all the GMs, and go, I pick this GM or this brand to start it off. They get exactly what they want.
Exactly, and that's huge. We learned that it plays a big pivotal role in the whole damn season, the whole 3 seasons, and we've been stuck with these brands and GMs. Can't change them.
Stuck with them.
So, and just for, again, talking through my brain here, I'm going to save Network Special when I do end that feud in a cage match. We'll increase those fans from that by 25%. So we'll get basically 1,250 fans instead of just 1,000 extra. Anybody I could throw a health card on? No, I think I'll save it just now. We'll got another couple weeks. Looking at everything, I kind of can't. Well, I will throw, because she has the
Physio.
pre-match physio. Yes, thank you. Because she has that, I'm gonna put the title match on the line. She's gonna be freaking hurt. And I think maybe I'll even just throw this one in a tables match just to make sure. Okay, locking her in. I'm a little nervous. I didn't have a. No, I didn't have it. I just had to make sure I didn't have a fixed match card, because I'm gonna have to do some crazy stuff next episode if I don't find one. Stay tuned for that. But for now, we're locking in.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! Are you, dude? I'm tired of this, dude.
It's time to
Squeezing
pay
for
me
money.
my money.
I know, it's crazy, dude.
Ready for a main event match? Shit. I don't think so, sweet cheeks. Actually, you know what? We probably could squeeze her in. All right. So Ronda Rousey's wanting some attention. She's got it. Ooh, he's been talking to The Miz.
Ooh.
And he wants a tag match. You know what, Cody? I genuinely have other plans for you and The Miz. And you're smiling with teeth, so that allows me to do whatever I want with you. And then... So he'll just look forward to those other plans then. And he's still smiling, so we're all good. We love the RHODES on WCW. All right, and then Triton. His time comes to an end. Stay for the rest of the season for $57K. We're going to talk some figures. We are going to talk figures. Is it worth it to lowball Triton? Oh, man, this is tough. I got to make sure he's in the finale, so I think we're going to go ahead and just give him 57G, because really... I mean, I'm saving like 17,000 realistically if I lowball him. But if he decides to actually walk out the door, I lose one of my biggest feuds going into Mania. So 17,000. Well, that too. God, those luscious cheeks. All right, so Triton has squeezed me for like a couple 100,000 down the stretch here. All right, so network special. Ooh, buddy. I get a network special if I have one last man standing. Does it count if it's a female last man standing? Get it? One last woman standing? I don't know. I don't know. We're going to have to book it and find out. All right, so on the ladies' side of things, we do have a lot. All right, here's what we're going to do. Let's get Rousey.
Get Ronda.
And Clubberella in a match. And that's going to be the last man standing. And that's going to be my promise to her to put her in a main. And then on the other side of things, we're going to have Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley fight. And hopefully keep that rivalry growing. And then, just pondering, thinking through some things. So, okay, there is no way you can't strip titles. That sucks.
I wish.
Yeah, you gotta
You
You'd
should
have
be able to
to
take them.
They'd probably do that just because that would make it way too easy to like reassign things. But yeah, you'd have to fix a match or release someone involved, which obviously you want to do in this case.
Okay.
Or I mean, do a match and just hope it changes.
Okay, so we gotta use some of these real quick. So we gotta veto the king. We gotta have Smackdown have a letdown week.
Random champ.
So random champ is off the books. But then we got a Shasha, the ECW. We gotta blinded by the light, blinded by the sand.
I can't see that.
We're using everything, buddy. And then limited stock. We're gonna keep that in the back pocket. We're gonna keep it in the back pocket. So, all right. And I get schooled. Let me see if I have anyone on this luscious roster that's close to increasing. Stone Cold's actually close. Cactus Jack is actually close in terms of people who make a difference for me. Clubberella. So I think this is a worthy 12 grand to spend.
I will say too,
Yes.
Taker, if you're able to get the feud going, Taker's not far from 20, which would unlock a second match specialty for him as well.
Interesting. Did not think of that. I was just looking at who was close on the old bar ski.
Yeah.
I think it'd be interesting to see what other match type Taker would be specializing in. So let's try to inch him further along. Oh, he is right
He's
there.
hitting that before Mania for sure.
Okay, stay tuned to find out. And I think as far as any of these go, I think I'm gonna be holding tight there. But I do want to do one thing. We are gonna kiss Big Boss Man goodbye.
No, Big Ball Man with a Big Ball been doing the Royal Rumble. So Big Ball Man.
He would come back 1 week before the Rumble. That's just not enough time to really do anything with. And now he is strapless. So now, Big Boss Man, thanks for the memories, even though they weren't so great.
Damn.
Big Boss Man, 21,500. We get that money back. So basically, that cancels out me buying the power-up card for Taker. And helps a little bit with Triton's big ass wanting his big demands.
Big ass demands.
Big ass demands. All right, so we're cooking a little bit. We got some things going. Let's see. We have... All right. Back to previously scheduled programming. So... Programming? I think we gotta get Stone Cold and The Rock. We just gotta get them in the ring. I think it's time. They both got pretty good stams. Hopefully, we can get this to boost up just a smidget. Just a smidget. And then... Same thing right here. I think we gotta do... Oh, man. I think we gotta do... We gotta do triple threat. We gotta get Dudesters.
Hell yeah.
We gotta get Mankind.
Yeah.
We gotta
Hell
get
yeah, brother.
Alright. And the men's title is on the line. Oh, man.
I love that. That's basically the match when you're a kid and you're just fighting in your living room against yourself or a pillow. That's what that's gonna feel like.
Hey, yo. Kane, we have to do the double call out. We have to get something with this. All right. So I'm feeling pretty good, feeling pretty juiced up. I still know at some point I'm going to have to flip one of these heel or flip one of them face if the rivalry pops. And then still one more left. I think it's gotta be Macho Man doing one final call out. Hopefully we can get this over the top to level 4. That would just be chef's kiss. Hopefully this goes to level 4. That needs to go to 3. We're running out of time here. But there is one last thing I need to do. There is one last thing. And I need your guys' help.
Uh-oh.
I need to try to find Stardust. Was he a 10 to 14?
No, he was higher. I can't. He might have even been up to 20. I don't remember.
Oh shoot!
He's either here or he's in the 20 to 24.
Did I have him that high? I don't think so. Did we?
I want to say he's. I just remember he popped up in a search and we were shocked how much lower his pop was, but I can't remember if that was just 15 to 19 or if he was higher.
Man, okay. We're gonna shoot some odds here. Let's see if we can find. No. We're gonna need to know some dudes.
But we do have the ability.
We know some guys. Alright. A legend? There's no way this man was a legend.
It might have been 15. I don't remember which one he got to.
Almost.
He was. I got it right here. Hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. He is a 22 heel specialist.
Heel.
Specialist.
One last chance at greatness.
There he is.
Oh man, that changes everything. Sign him till the end of the season for 58,000.
Hell yeah, dude.
Wow, good looks. Okay.
Okay.
So that changes things.
It changes everything.
Fatal 4-way. We're gonna get the ladies back on here. Don't worry, we're good. It is gonna be a title match. But now, I think it's time for Stardust to fight his own demons yet again.
Bam.
Stardust, Cody Rhodes.
Here we go, baby. Oh my god.
The special guest referee.
Oh, do it. Do it.
Interferers.
You have to basically assign the ref to like favor somebody, but it's not guaranteed. It's just a chance they favor a person, but you have to pick somebody for that.
The special guest, Dusty Rhodes, has to pick between his two sons.
How is this not Mania?
Dude, I'm telling you, if we can make something happen. See, if we make something happen here, that's going to be a real tough one, because I got 4 matches I got locked in for Mania. But this 5th one, I'm torn between 2.
Just who steps up and gets things going, who's performing.
So really, there's 6 matches. We gotta choose, 5 or whatever. So yeah, let's just see. Let's just see. And then real quick, last man standing. Right here. Let's sprinkle that in. Actually, no, let's do it here. I want. Oh yeah. I forgot. Okay.
That would be sick though. A triple threat last
Dude,
means
that'd be
like it's elimination style or something, or they both have to be down at the same time.
All right. I like that. I think this is a proper curve. I'm gonna flip this. I think now it's more of a proper curve. So this is a juiced up card. We'll see if anything happens here. This is purely for the story, but I love it because Cody Rhodes already feuded with his father Dusty a long time ago about him showing love to Stardust, and now we're gonna get to see it as Dusty Rhodes is gonna favor Stardust, proving that Cody was right. Oh man, it's so juicy. It just has to be fattening. And then I think that's it, man. I think we're good. I don't need to send anybody to the spa because, yeah. So I think that's it. We're gonna go ahead and lock it in, baby. What a card, dude. WCW. Look at that.
Unfortunately, we don't get to start with any of our cards. We start with ECW.
What?
Yeah, unfortunately, ECW does have a
I'm
card.
stroking
You're
out.
right, Cody.
Stroking
Wow.
out. Could be the beginning of the end. It's because I got thrown off the video I tried uploading that's supposed to premiere tomorrow. I got right before this started, I got a message and it was like video blocked globally. So we'll get to deal with that after this recording. And then I stroked out at talking, but we gotta keep focused, one thing at a time. AI Raw kicking it off. Finn Balor and the Honky Tonk Man are teaming up apparently now against Luke Gallows, and he feels desperate, so he has hired a superhero to service and help the team, and it didn't even work at all. So Finn Balor and Honky Tonk Man get a 3-star match to open things up. And then the Iron Sheik, this makes perfect sense to me. What belt would this man want to go after and absolutely tarnish? The Iron Sheik has called out United States champion Angel Garza. Iron Sheik's going to hawk Tui on that championship if he gets his hands on it. Angel Garza now defending America. And then it's Beard versus Stash. Tommaso Ciampa and Chuck McSwaggin, and Ciampa gets it done for the Beards in a 2-star victory. Rivalry up to level 2. Shinsuke Nakamura gets +3 pop for his promo because he doesn't have anybody to fight now. He injured Julius Creed, of course, the world champion, one half of the Creed brothers, and a member of J&J Security. And then it's Chains versus Whips versus Asuka. Asuka crashing the party here. Triple threat tables match, and Asuka gets the victory. 3.5 stars there. Blair, I don't know if Theodore calls her Davenport.
No, he doesn't.
He probably doesn't know how to do it, so he's just like Blair Davenport. And she does a training montage and gets 3 ring XP. Main event, another tables match for Teddy. I respect it. You know, you want to do special matches, but you're like, I don't want to spend a lot of money. So he's like, let me do a tables match. It's going to be Charlotte and Lita. Got their Rivalry to level 4 last week. Lita gets the win this week in a 4-star main event. Now we're actually on to ECW, which hopefully doesn't disappoint to the level of shit talking I was doing to Raw before I stroked out there. So there is still no sign of Ted DiBiase. The show actually starts by going into his office, but it's Razor Ramon sitting there, and he says, "Hey, yo, Chico, I guess to make you feel at home, I'll talk like you're used to me talking, huh? But let it be known that tonight, Razor Ramon gets the night off. As for Tony D'Angelo, he's banned from the building because he's too weak to take over ECW. He's too weak to be what we need to be. But I'm going to let you know something, Tony. I'm going to give you a little itty-bitty taste. You see, at WrestleMania, there's a vacant championship on this brand that needs a home. And I think that home is around the waist of the godfather of New Necklace Gang. So I want to confirm here tonight Tony, it's me versus you. ECW World Championship at WrestleMania. And also, I'm so confident I'm going to take you down that not only is the winner the ECW World Champion, but the winner is the godfather of New Necklace Gang. So the show begins, and Razor Ramon has let us know that there's also a couple signings he's brought to the forefront. Batista and Rey Mysterio are going to be in action tonight. They've been friends before. They've been enemies before because Batista said, "You were supposed to be my friend." And as they start to fight, they're like, I thought there was a new signing. The Fiend Bray Wyatt comes out, and Batista is spooked by the Fiend. Can't believe it. He's staring at the Fiend like, what the hell? And while that happens, he's standing on the apron. He's yelling out to him. And Ray sees the opportunity. He drop kicks Batista in the back, and it knocks him off the apron. And he goes through the table kind of, I mean, not like Big Show just stepping through, but give, that kind of vibes. It made him step on the table. It broke. And Ray wins. And Ray runs out in a hurry. And as he's running out, he's like, "I still love you, Dominic." But he ain't messing with the Fiend. So the Fiend technically debuts, but didn't get the chance to fully get involved. And then Apollo Crews comes to the ring, and he says, "Wow, it really is crazy how fickle you fans of the CodyVerse are. You cheered for Apollo Crews del Toro. You believed in Apollo Crews del Toro. Yet last week, you cheered when the Finanimals took us down. We were your team, not them. We were your pun, not them. So you know what? We're done with you." Triple threat action on the women's side of things here. Dakota Kai, Piper Niven. Level 2 feud for those two. Positively Piper. She had a bit of a crash out back at Survivor Series, so she wasn't here last week. We needed her to relax for a second. Katana has entered herself into the match because she sees a chance to build her star in the road to WrestleMania. But in this one, it's positively Piper finding her way to a 2.5-star victory, and her feud with Dakota Kai gets to level 3, which is fantastic. Chance and Kaiden Carter are already level 4. Hopefully we can get Piper and Dakota Kai to level 4 before Mania. And then Cruz del Toro comes out to the ring, and he says, "You fans are fickle. I remember when you cheered for us, when you cheered for Apollo Crews del Toro, but last week you cheered when the Finanimals took our championships. We were meant to be your heroes. We were meant to be your champions. We were supposed to be your pun. But we don't fight for you any longer, you trash fans." So, all right, both members of Apollo Crews del Toro now heel.
Damn.
Brooks Jensen comes out to the ring, and he grabs the mic, and he says, "I don't even know why I talk like this now. The whole time, I was nothing more than a pawn in this game. So you know what? Maybe it's time for Brooks Jensen to take off his necklace."
No.
And as he goes to remove his necklace, Stax Lorenzo slides in the ring, gloms him from behind.
Theo.
And Brooks Jensen gets knocked to the mat, and Stax is raining down punch after punch after punch. And it looks like he has no chance, and Stax hits that drive-by modified version of the curb stomp that he used at Hell in a Cell. But just before he goes for the pin, he hears, "Hey, what you doing over there with my boy Brooks, huh?" And it's Tony D'Angelo. He was banned from the building, but he bought a ticket. Stax looks up, And Brooks rises up behind Stacks with a smile on his face. And he hits Stacks from behind, picks him up, drops him with the Brooks bomb. And Brooks gets the victory. He's finally beaten Stacks one-on-one. A rare sight for a Brooks Jensen victory. And he looks up to Tony. And Tony says, hey, Brooks, do me a favor, huh? Never, ever take off that necklace, kid. You're family to me. And as you heard Razor say at WrestleMania, when things are done, I'm the Godfather. And I think yous would be a pretty great Don. And all of a sudden, Big E's music hits, and the crowd is going wild. Big E's dancing. He's feeling good. Former television champion back in season 1. And Big E's smiling, and then he stops smiling and says, you fans are fickle. I remember when you cheered for me, but then you let some YouTuber named Logan Paul carry the TV title. You didn't mourn me when I was gone. You didn't miss me when I was gone. Nobody did. Hell, my old pal Xavier Woods literally runs a brand. I didn't get signed. I've hung out with Tyler Breeze before, didn't get signed. Ted DiBiase gave me a chance. He didn't bring me back. Theodore Long didn't want me. So you know what? The only man in this world that Big E can trust is Big E. No Langston. And then main event action. Bret Hart and Ken Shamrock. So we found out that Bret Hart actually wanted to fight Shamrock again last week. But Shamrock said, no, I'm too hurt. I'm too injured. And remember, at Survivor Series, he tapped out to the sharpshooter. But tonight, the man is back. And he and Bret Hart go back and forth in this contest. And as the match is approaching its close, Bret Hart gets a little too arrogant with himself. He actually tries to put the ankle lock on Ken Shamrock. But Shamrock knew how to get out of it. He got out of it, and he launched Bret to the floor. He did like that roll through. And when Bret got launched to the floor, the top of his head hit the steel steps. And in doing so, it knocked him out cold. He could not answer the count of 10. So Ken Shamrock gets your 3.5-star victory by count out as ECW comes to a close.
And Smackdown comes to an open, and Hulk Hogan's opening this one again. We're seeing a lot of Hulk Hogan since he won the Royal Rumble. And he's got a problem with Shawn Michaels because Shawn Michaels kicked him right in the jaw last week. So he's come out and he's got a bandage that kind of goes around his head from the top of his head to the bottom of his jaw. Kind of goes around a few times, and it's also red, just like his Hulkamania headband, and it's branded Hulkamania jaw strap. And he comes out and he's like, last week I got kicked, so I need Shawn Michaels to come down here right now. And he can't do the voice while he's got the his jaw clenched. Brother, I need you to come down here right now. So Shawn Michaels comes down to the ring, cocky as can be, and he says, why don't we make this one a tables match? Since, you know, you're a little scared of getting kicked and pinned again, why don't we make this one a tables match? We don't need to worry about pins. And Hulk Hogan says, you're on, brother. And this one gets underway. The tables match. Shawn Michaels lays Hulk Hogan on the table and hits him with an elbow drop to win this one through the table. Shawn Michaels doesn't need pins. He doesn't need anything. And this one moves up to level 3, heading towards Mania. What is Shawn Michaels going to do? How is Booker T going to shake up? What is Booker T going to say? We're going to hear from Booker T next week, I believe, unless he's vetoed. Find out. Stay tuned. Here we go, baby. JBL says, that son of a bitch, Chad Gable, bumped into me last week, and you do not shoosh a wrestling god. So, Chad Gable, come down to the ring right now, and we will have a conversation. And Chad Gable comes on the screen and says, you're going to have to wait till Logan Paul and John Cena have a match. And JBL says, fine, I agree. And JBL jumps down and joins the announce team to announce Logan Paul versus John Cena. Two people he knows very well. And as JBL joins the commentary team, he's bashing both Logan Paul and John Cena, calling them both entitled pieces of garbage. One guy gets traded to Smackdown and gets the glory. Another guy thinks he owns the CodyVerse. And he's pissed off. And this one keeps going on. These two guys are battling at it. And Logan Paul comes away with a clean victory. A great match. Damn. Okay. That one should have been first, it looks like. Interesting. I don't... okay. Interesting.
Interesting.
Logan Paul and John Cena grow to level 2. Can John Cena save the CodyVerse from advertising? JBL doesn't think so. But you know who does think so? Chad Gable. He comes down and says, thank you to John Cena for fighting the greatest battle of all time against advertising. The only advertising I want to see here on the Cody is sponsorships.
True.
KFC sponsor us, Double Downs, baby. And the Double Down does work. We go from level 0 to level 2 in one episode. He calls out JBL and says, I'm actually a more wrestling god than you. I have more technical ability, and I'll be showing you in the ring soon enough. JBL stands up from the table, whips off his headset, and they just start kind of arguing, but you can't hear them because JBL doesn't have a headset on anymore. So,
Oh.
yeah. Lyra Valkyria, JC Jane, these two halves of the opposing tag feuds, one half of the Black Widows, one half of, I don't think I named Trish and Lyra. But that's okay, because Bird Girl tonight is powered up. Hopefully she doesn't get injured, because we need this feud to end soon. And does the bird fly? Yes, baby. Fly, Eagles, fly. And this one's okay. Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
That one's tough.
Oh,
Well, Lyra.
buddy.
That's okay. That's okay. We do have Injury Rehab 3. We could bring her back.
Yes, sir. We
before
pivot.
WrestleMania. That's fine. We do pivot. And Kevin Owens, he's interviewed in the back, and he says, Canada, it'll never become the 51st state. Uncle Slam, more like Uncle Snooze, because Kurt Angle puts everybody to sleep with his promos. So come WrestleMania, you will see why you do not add tariffs to Canada. You will see why we are the #1 champions at hockey, because the rubber match is on, and he accepts Kurt Angle's challenge for the rubber match at WrestleMania. It will be Canada versus USA. Captain Canada versus Captain America. Uncle Slam. And in the main event, China. We hit her with 4 weeks. She's going to be staying till the end of the season. Alexa Bliss hobbles out to the ring. She's feeling tired. She's cutting promos. She's the advertising queen. But can she come out this week unscathed? China comes out first, which is not normal with the championship, because she demanded this match. She says, I haven't been around. I just got my contract renewed. Bring Alexa Bliss out here right now. I'm going to injure her and destroy her before WrestleMania so she doesn't even show up. And does that happen? Yeah, she wins. No injury. Alexa Bliss comes out unscathed, but China does leave a brutal beatdown on the advertising queen. And what you have to wonder how much stamina Alexa Bliss is going to have after this week.
Oh, buddy. You know, Cody, whenever you do Razor Ramon and say Chico, I always think you're talking to me. Anyways, hey, Chico.
Hey,
I'm like, what?
Hey, yo, Chico.
All right, well, I'll tell you something, Razor. We have a banger starting out the title match again. The ladies. Rhea Ripley took the vacant belt last week, and she immediately turns around. This is a true gauntlet on our way to Mania. Who wants it most? This will truly be an undisputed women's title by the end of this. Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch, Clubberella, Ronda Rousey. Can anyone pry it from Rhea Ripley's hands. She is the heavy favorite.
Wow.
It takes a man to get the strap away from Rhea Ripley, and that is Becky Lynch. And both rivalries grow. Beautiful start. Match 2.5 stars wasn't quite what we wanted, but the double boosty to both rivalries is fantastic. New ladies champ. And then the rivalry is now fully grown, just like Triton's big ass. It is level 4, and the Macho versus Nacho will peak at WrestleMania in a clash of styles and diets. Beautiful. Macho Nacho is here. And then the first special guest referee for the WCW brand. You couldn't script it any better. You know, we have the Foley just going through an identity crisis. You could see it in the main event there. But yet, Cody Rhodes and Stardust almost have their own identity crisis. And Dusty Rhodes is at the forefront of that as the father. He is just heavily turmoiled, saying, son, I love you no matter who you are. I love you no matter who you are, Cody. That's why you're my son. I love you no matter who you want to be. I always support you, daddy. Sonny, sorry, daddy. And then Cody Rhodes still says, you know what? You loved me and supported me more when I was behind the paint and glitter of Stardust. So Cody Rhodes at war with himself in a way, goes into the ring, newly signed Stardust for like the third time on WCW, gets the win in a disappointing match, and on top of it all, no rivalry sparked. Interesting turn of events. Does Dusty Rhodes truly love Stardust more than just regular old Cody? We don't know.
We don't know.
We'll find out. And then it happens.
That's awesome.
It's gotta be Kane to get this rivalry started. He calls out Taker, saying, you could have saved me from that fire I was in when we were kids. You could have saved me, but instead, you left me, much like Scar did to Mufasa. You left me to die, and now I'm coming for you, and I'm gonna put you into the casket once and for all. And then, boy, oh boy, Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. This rivalry is already piping hot. The Rock calls out Stone Cold. And you know what? Do you want to know why there's such a beef right now?
Why is there such a beef right now?
You know, The Rock comes out to the ring and he says, The Rock has come back to whatever shitty city we're in tonight, WCW. He's been in this business a long time. And I've electrified millions and millions. And you know what? The Rock is tired of Stone Cold. Stone Cold, he claims that those middle fingers are the most electrifying fingers in all of sports entertainment, even more so than the people's eyebrow. The Rock is tired of listening to Stone Cold Steve Austin's rattlesnake and ass putting a steaming pile of monkey crap out into that ring. That's the most ridiculous thing The Rock has ever heard. Austin comes out here with his beer gut, throws up those little middle fingers, says they are the most iconic hand gesture in sports. This offends me greatly. The people's eyebrow, the most legendary, even more legendary than the great one's perfect. Hollywood certified eyebrow raising masterpiece. Hell no. And then the glass shatters, and here comes the Texas rattlesnake. He says, You know what, Rock? I can't do the voice. You know what, Rock? If you want to sit here and disrespect the Texas rattlesnake and all his beer and all his middle fingers that you can have, well, how about at Mania, we'll put it on the line and I'll show you who the greatest fingers are in this business versus the greatest eyebrow. The loser can never do their signature again. Damn. And The Rock accepts the challenge. So at Mania, the loser will never be able to do the people's eyebrow or those trademarked middle fingers ever again. We are about to lose one of the greatest, most iconic gestures in all of history in this business. Who's it gonna be? So they agree to the terms and they immediately get to brawling tonight on WCW in a last man standing match. And
listen.
Oh, hell yeah. The rivalry grows just like Austin's middle fingers grew after the match as he put them in the face of The Rock as he lay lifeless in the middle of the ring. In an amazing match, I squandered the curve, but I did not squander this storyline. As the rivalry grows, so does the legend of those two gentlemen's iconic gestures. And then, oh, beautiful double pop. Couldn't have planned it better myself. Undertaker comes out with a big dong, and I ain't talking about his soundbite. I'm talking about what's beating in his heart, because he says, Kane, you know I love you. I love you.
I love you.
You're my brother. I couldn't. I tried to save you from that fire, but I had to save myself that night. But if you want to try to take me to the grave, then I'll show you why. I should have left you there and wish you would have died that night the way I thought you did.
Damn.
And the rivalry grows because it is on now, and nothing runs deeper than that brotherly love, if you can even say it is at this point. Rivalry grows. Kane, Undertaker, level 2 at Mania. Who is going in the casket? And then now, speaking of love, baby. That's all I got for Dude Loves Voice. The main event title match. It is a triple threat match as Mick Foley wrestles with who he really is. Mankind won the strap last week. Can Dude Love pry it away from those stinky sock-riddled fingers? Or does Cactus Jack use his fingers, bang bang, to hold the strap up? A lot of finger talk on WCW this week with Stone Cold's middle fingers and Macho versus Nacho finger pointing. There's just so much fingering going on at WCW. Who is going to come away with the title match? Does Mankind? No, Cactus Jack gets it in the rivalry between Love and Mankind. The rivalry as old as time grows to level 4, and we have a new United States champion. And it is, I can say this, it is Mick Foley. Boom. What a show, boys.
Majestic. On our rundown, ECW, 2.5 stars in the opener. Rey Mysterio puts distracted Batista through the table to win the technical triple threat. And then in this triple threat, Positively Piper gets the win over Dakota Kai and Katana Chance. 2.5 stars there. Positively Piper and Dakota Kai go to level 3. Level 3 for Brooks Jensen beating Stax Lorenzo just when he was about to give up his necklace. Stax attacked him, and Tony says, hey, if I become the Godfather, you'd make a great Don. And then Ken Shamrock, 3.5 stars in the main event over Bret Hart. Unfortunately, their rivalry does not move past level 2. And then we had 3 role changes to complete that challenge. On Smackdown, down 3 stars in the opener. Shawn Michaels keeps his momentum over Hulk Hogan. Rivalry up to level 3. Rivalry level 2 is Logan Paul defeats John Cena, 3.5 stars there. Lyra Valkyria takes down JC Jane in a 2.5 star match. Their rivalry is level 4. Lyra is injured for 4 weeks. And then China, 4 stars over Alexa Bliss in the main event. That pre-match physio keeps Alexa Bliss's heart ticking. China stays women's champion.
China.
Will look to keep her momentum heading into WrestleMania. On the call side of things, the KFC double down here. JBL and Chad Gable get 2 levels instantly, and then Kevin Owens pushes Canada versus America to level 3. On the WCW side of things, Becky Lynch, now your new women's champion. Both rivalries find themselves at level 2, Ronda Rousey and Clubberella, as well as the Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch rivalries, respectively. There's a lot of letters there.
Longhorns.
It's tough out here. But the 2.5 star match kicks off the show. 1.5 stars. Special guest referee Dusty Rhodes, as Cody Rhodes fights with himself. Stardust gets the win. Austin, last man standing, takes down The Rock. As the rivalry goes to level 3 there for that 4-star classic. And in the main event, also fighting with himself is Mick Foley. Cactus Jack, bang, 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 gets it done. 4 stars here. Rivalry between Dude Love and Mankind up to level 4. And then the double down here, Undertaker and Kane go from nothing to level 2. And then Macho Man calls out the Nacho Man, pushing their rivalry to level 4 ahead of Mania. Finally, AI Raw, 3 stars in the opener. Finn Balor and Honky Tonk Man take down Luke Gallows and the Hurricane. The Beard beats the Stash. 2 stars, rivalry level 2 there. Tables action, Asuka crashes the party and wins it. Ivy Nile and Dominatrix stay level 3 on their feud. Main event, 4 stars for the already level 4 feud of Lita and Charlotte. Lita getting the victory there. And the Iron Sheik has his eyes set on the United States Championship of Angel Garza, kickstarting a feud there. For our roundups, 121 for AI Raw. They're going to get 34,000 fans, $144,000. ECW, we get a 113. We're going to get 24,000 fans and $238,000. For SmackDown, it's going to be a 114 score, 22,000 fans, and $195,000. And for Cheek and WCW, a nice 121, 30,000 fans, and $130,000 there. Ooh, that was worth it. Wow.
Big time.
So my random card for the rule changes is network special. So either this week or next week, we'll make sure to use that since it can't be used at a pay-per-view. Canada gets the trophy for $5.5 million, which this one's a fan one. So in theory, if you don't get this, then you weren't going to win. But Canada takes a trophy lead. And there is his commissioner goal, the base one. The best offense. He can prevent the effects from the first power card played on him the next week.
Daggers.
No extra one. And then Cheek gets his network special for his commissioner goal.
Gimme.
And these are the standings. Oh, man. So Canada gets that 7th trophy. But again, if Cheek or I were to win this thing, we would obviously have to get the $5.5 million. So,
Cody, you're right there. Next week, you'll grab that.
So Canada has an 18,000 fan lead on me. I am up 50,000 fans on Cheek, who continues to cut into the lead. And I mean, we've seen it the first 2 seasons. Mania, you book a good Mania, that could be like 300,000+ fans. So this is. Everybody's in this thing outside of Teddy Long, but no one cares about him. My God, now we got to go to Montreal.
That's what you get for making fun of Canada.
Pocket sanded.
Don't worry, Ken. I got you, dude.
Thank you, dude.
All right, so Stacks says, hey, I need to wipe that smug off of Brooks Jensen's face. I want him again within the next 2 weeks, huh? That is the easiest yes I think I've given throughout 3 seasons. Hey, good. I'll show who the real winner is this time. Okay, so Big E, we signed him 2 weeks to slightly spread out he and The Fiend here, again, just kind of bodies. That way we got some promo cutters at Mania. Same thing. I'm just going to pay it. Our pockets are a little thinner because we did make a logistic upgrade last week, but I still think that's worth paying. And then the Hitman says, I'm a bit of a master on the mic. I want to make my mark in a promo during tonight's show. He's at 38 stamina, so that's fine. Maybe have him call out Shamrock. And hopefully, since he had this conversation with me, the promo will work. We can get that feud up because the last couple times it hasn't really moved the way we wanted to. And the fans are going to love what he has to say. But you fans will have to hear what he says in the next episode because that rounds us up for this one. Since I saw my emails first, I'll give my roundup here. Came into this, I'd have to look. I didn't pay enough attention at the start. I think I was down like 25 to 35,000 fans. So we cut into it. We're 18,000. All of us are in this, which makes me happy. Like, I mean, can't ask for more. If you've been dialed into this for all 3 seasons as a viewer, first off, thank you. But second off, like, call a spade a spade. How dope is it that I don't know, this is episode probably like 56 or some shit like that. And through all those episodes, all the ups and downs, it is truly coming down to the stretch run here. There's 2 more episodes after this. 1 more booking episode, and then it's Mania. I feel good about where I'm heading. I feel good about the plays we can make because I've got that $1 Million Man card. We now, at this point of recording, we know the full roster. Ted DiBiase is not in the game next year. So I'm not going to have, in theory, a $1 Million Man card to sit on at Mania. So I got to take advantage because I might not be as strong of a GM next year. We don't know. I'm definitely getting a different GM. I might have to be a different brand. But I think I can make the moves. I'm a little worried about the levels of my rivalries. That's kind of the big thing right now. Shamrock and Bret Hart have twice failed to get beyond level 2. The tag feud didn't pop right off rip, and then this week I made the pivot to do the rule change promo. It ended up being, if that was the card I was going to get, I could have waited 1 more week, technically, and used that on week 24, but I didn't want to risk getting a card that I wasn't going to be able to use, so we made that pivot there in the moment. Worked out, happy with it. So if I can get the feuds cooking in this next episode, get some level 3s and 4s out there, that's going to be big going into WrestleMania. If I can't get those feuds going, then things are going to get a little bit more dicey, but we feel pretty good on ECW. Canada, I'm going to go to you next. A tough first show, but you recovered on it. You've still got the lead, and congratulations. You are the first person to get 5.5 million fans to your brand.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I mean, this push for WrestleMania, like we've all been saying, it's really anyone's game. Being this tight at WrestleMania, AEO is going to be, it's all down to that one last show, man. And we, reminder, if you're new, we get to watch 2 matches at WrestleMania, and boy, we are excited for that. And on my end, I got some things cooking. I really like my storylines going through with what we got. I think we got some really good matches planned for WrestleMania. But man, I'm a little jealous of what Cheeks got going on with WCW. He may be in 3rd place. He may be 50,000-ish fans behind. But man, with WrestleMania coming up fast, he might have a great show, and you never know what's going to happen, really. So we were winners no matter what, and so are the fans.
Yeah, Cheek, you've continued to keep yourself in the game. That's been the big thing. The back half of this season, you've had a couple off weeks or off shows. You've had a couple moments where even on the recording, you're like, yeah, I think I'm out of it. But you've been able to stay close. You've got the potential to strike some big feuds, some big stories building for WCW. I mean, how do you close the deal and bring it home?
In typical WCW fashion, we just keep swinging. When we started this recording, week 1 of the final weeks of Mania, as Canada mentioned, I didn't really have any rivalries. I wiped the slate completely clean after last PLE. It was a bit of a risk because I had to start new rivalries and I had to get them beefed up to level 3s and 4s. I was able to do that pretty well. I got a lot of rivalries pretty juiced up. Undertaker and Kane Nothing happened the first week. Got that to a level 2, so that's a huge relief. Mankind, Dude Love, that's beefed up. Stone Cold and The Rock is beefed up. Macho Man Triton is maxed out. And even the ladies, I have 2 ladies rivalries that are at level 2 right now, I believe. So that was a huge relief because that's really the first step for Mania to be able to swing such a big number that I need to fan-wise. So I had to get the rivalries there. Next thing, I have a couple things I want to do. I was really hoping to do something with Cody and Stardust, with Dusty Rhodes being the special guest referee, but I don't think it's really going to pan out. I only have 2 weeks left to make something work, so I don't know. That was a bit of a potential swing, but it looks like it missed. So we'll see what happens with that. But anyways, the main thing was get my roster right, get these rivalries right, and now I just have to make sure the curve, my match types, I got to make everything perfect these final 3 weeks through, Mania, the 2 weeks in Mania itself. I got to make sure everything's perfect just to have a chance. But you know what? That's the thing, is there still is a chance, damn it. And WCW is going to keep fighting. If you're pulling for my brand, thank you. I promise you we're going to give it everything we got, and we're going to try our damnedest to come out on top.
Hell yeah, this is exciting, boys. We're at the stretch, man. This is really it. One more booking episode for you, the viewers, and then it is Mania. And like Canada said, we will each be watching 2 matches from each of our brands instead of just one. And at WrestleMania, we will also be picking an AI Raw match to watch. So we'll see what Teddy cooks up over there. Hopefully he gives us something good to scope in on. Gentlemen, until the next one, it's been a lot of fun. Viewers, if you have not subscribed, take a look. We continue to climb. I continue to want 1,900 before 2K drops. At time of recording, I think we're at like 1828, something like that. So there's going to have to be a surge. So if you are watching, and you're not subbed, this is a great time to fix it. You get the closing content of this year, which has been the content blitz. It's been videos every other day. That's even increasing down the stretch because there's so much stuff going on. Like, buddy, we're fighting. I'm pushing for y'all. So all I need you to do back is just push that subscribe button, and we'll call it even. We'll call it even. But until the next one, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Chico Toodles.